Well, what do you think? How you been?
I've been good. Starting to exercise again.
Are you?
Yeah.
Me too. Been cutting firewood.
Well,
Gonna stay warm this winter.
that's right. And I've been lifting hay bales.
You've been lifting hay bales?
Yeah.
A farmer?
No, I've just been lifting them.
Oh, have you?
Just because they're around. But I get allergies, so
You get allergies?
I've got to change my ways.
So you have to carry a bandana in your pocket. Just
That's
in
right,
case
because
you
I
get the
lift and
sniffles.
sneeze.
Lift and sneeze, lift and sneeze, lift and snort.
Yeah, that's that too.
Hello and welcome to your old news update. I'm Izzy Fitz.
Took you a while there, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm
Getting
Bud
old.
Driscoll. That's right.
But AKA Dumb and Donut. You can call us Chip and Dale. We don't care.
That's right.
Topping the headlines from yesteryear. This one wasn't too long ago.
No, 25 years ago.
25 years. I wonder if anybody remembers this. One pair of teenagers on a date to Sacred Heart High School's homecoming Saturday. This was October 6, 1985. They didn't borrow the family car for their big night. They flew to dinner in Wichita in a Cessna 152 two-seater airplane. For Darren Nip, 17, of 1212 Raymond, the date was a dream come true. He received his pilot's license just the month before, just in time to travel in style Saturday night with his date, Sheila Breen, 16, of 2087 Edward. Wonder what Mama Breen thought about that.
I don't know. He's going to just fly. Talk about sweeping their daughter off her feet.
Oh, definitely.
Man, and miles. That's impressive.
It's impressive.
You know,
I would never done
I picked
that.
up my date in a bicycle. So.
Yeah, I took a station wagon, my
Yeah.
first one.
October 7th, 1935. Go
That's
back
a ways
for
ago.
that.
Yep.
D.D. Rowland, Human Fly. We don't see that as a job description too much. Will appear in Salina tomorrow, climbing the walls of the Warren Hotel at 2:30 o'clock, and finishing his act by balancing on chairs at the edge of the roof. Typical Saturday night for me.
Yeah.
He will walk that precarious footing, also wearing a blindfold, with his wife balanced on his shoulders.
Well, there's a trusting woman.
I know, and that's not all. While they do this, she will read to him the previous day's copy of the Salina Journal, broadcasting from the aerial position so the crowd can verify the fact she is reading the paper.
Well, that's finally something worth doing.
I
Read
know.
the Salina Journal.
I know. You've got to do it on top of a building.
We give you more.
That's right.
October 5th, 1910. In a recent issue of the London, England Graphic, there appears an article entitled, "The First Patrol of Boy Scouts Organized in the United States." Guess where? Guess where? Along with the article, there is a picture of the Raven Patrol of Salina. The picture was taken while the members of the patrol were seated on the steps of Christ Cathedral. Since the first patrol of Boy Scouts was organized in Salina about a year ago by F.J. Romans, or Romanes, many similar patrols in the United States have been formed. Mr. Romanes gives practically all of his time to the organization of patrols. The movement is spreading over the country like wildfire. That's from October 5th, 1910.
And here it's 100 years later, and the Boy Scouts are celebrating their 100th anniversary, and they're going to have like a big centennial camp, October 8th, 9th, and 10th. So it's going to be
You
4,000.
go like this and you give them a salute. Salute.
Here's to the 4,000 Boy Scouts that'll be here.
Man.
Now we go to October 6th, the very next day in 1910. And this is about Mrs. M.E. Stindle, who was ordered to vacate the house at the corner of Walnut and 8th immediately following the horsewhipping she received at the hands of Mrs. Wills Shiflett of Atchison. And she's taken her 2 daughters and left town. She returned to St. Joe. Mrs. Stindle was accused by Mrs. Shiflett of stealing away her husband's affections. Mrs. Shiflett received a tip that her husband was here and came all the way from Atchison to investigate. She found Shiflett staying at Mrs. Stindle's house.
Talk about getting caught red-handed.
You bet. She took 2 policemen and raided the place early one morning. Shiflett was found in bed. Mrs. Stindle was getting breakfast. And before police could interfere, Mrs. Shiflett horsewhipped Mrs. Stindle. Then she took her husband away with her. I hate to see what he got.
That would have been fun to watch.
That's right, I'd horsewhip you if I had a horse.
Read more about the way things used to be in the look back section of Monday's Salina Journal.
And take care, don't get yourself get horsewhipped. And we'll see you yesterday.
Take in a football game tonight.
Yeah.